condos in Coralville, Iowa. We outfitted this weight room with all this beautiful Palladium strength from True Fitness like 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago. And now True has come out with a weight stack upgrade or something dumb that we need to put on these machines. Commander Data has already been here for a couple hours. Data, will you please explain why I'm here and what are we doing? And while I struggle to take this stupid shroud off.
Here, let me get over there real quick.
Will you show me how to take the stupid shroud off? And then tell everybody else how to take the stupid shroud off.
So back here, so it's these quick snap clips here. You turn them 45 degrees. And with that, you should just be able to pull this whole entire back assembly off.
Wow, that's not so stupid.
No.
That's kind of slick.
You just lift the whole thing out of place and set it somewhere safe.
Okay, and then while you're going to show them what you're working on, what should I start doing first here? What can I get ahead of the game with?
So take off these two. You want to pull this back a little bit where you can take all of the weights.
So this 4 guide rod set.
Yep, with these add-on weights have to come out.
Okay, these have to come off.
Yep.
Okay, I'll start with that, and then I'll check back in with you.
This is actually a good opportunity for me to show exactly why we're doing this. If you want to come around back here. So one of the things that's been happening a lot on these pieces of equipment, as people are leaving the add-on weights, let me just move this here. So they're leaving the add-on weights around right here, and then when it comes down, what happens is it just twists this knob. And on this side, this is plastic. So it just destroys this whole entire thing. And then, as I'm going to show you on this one, on this machine over here, you see that's exactly what happened inside of there. The shaft is twisted, and this knob does not come out. So what we're doing is we're upgrading them to this style of add-on weight. This one's probably a little easier to get a good view of. It's entirely magnetic. There is no part that's going to collide, no part that's going to destroy the whole entire assembly. And you see on the very tops of those how it's hooked down. So if somebody were to have this weight, oops. So if somebody were to have that weight on while they put the weight stack down, it will just recenter itself instead of kind of spinning all over the place. Yeah, instead of getting bound up and destroying the whole assembly.
Are these a 6mm?
No, they're not. They are either 3/16 or 7/32.
Duh.
And then those 4 there say that they're a standard size, but 4mm fits inside of there so much better.
Okay. Well, I'm going to start with the little things first here, and I'm going to take my little sack of Allen wrenches. I should have been paying attention to what Commander Data just said. I still have no idea why we're here, but as long as you do, that's the key. So I'm going to remove this little plate here that's holding these 4 guide rods so then I can slide these weight add-ons off, and then I'm going to back in with Commander Data.
So over here, as you can see, this one's a pretty bad one to lean up against something. We're up against the window, so I'm actually just going to put this one together. On the next one, I'll show you exactly what it is that we have to replace. Essentially, it's these tubes underneath here that hold the add-on weights off of the equipment frame itself. And the weights themselves are a little bit different style. If you go back over to, if you compare what you see here, on the back of it here, if you compare that style of weight to the one that Joe there's working on, you can kind of see the difference.
Thanks, Data.
You betcha.
Yeah, so whatever Data said is probably correct. I'm still trying to get these top two screws off of this plate here. So this is like a warranty job, isn't it, Data?
It is.
Is this something we ordered? Like, was this an issue, or is this just a rework that True is sending out to all of these units?
A little of both, actually. We've had a lot of issues with it here in the past. So what True did is they sent us an upgrade kit for every single machine in here instead of just taking care of them when they break.
Oh, so now we're being a little proactive.
Yes.
Well, and you know what? Isn't that great of True to be proactive for their customers out there? A lot of manufacturers don't do that. Okay, so I can take these weight add-ons off. These are null and void at this point, right?
Yep, completely useless.
Okay. So this is a weight stack add-on. That's going to go bye-bye. And here's a weight stack add-on that's going to go bye-bye. Do I still leave the gilded rods or the guide rods on the machine, Data?
It's a little easier if you don't. You can. They're a little easier to manage, prevent from banging.
So take them off. So now what am I? What's the next step?
So the next step. Let's see here. You got your guide rods.
I didn't take them out yet.
Right.
I didn't believe you.
All right, let's get these things out of here. Just grab them here and take care of all of this. Oh. Get all that off of there.
All that goobly gunk off the rod. Do we need any of that?
Nope.
Oh, we don't need any of this.
Nope.
Oh,
True,
okay.
True has sent us an entire rework kit.
Oh. Well, maybe we can repurpose this shaft for something.
Absolutely. That or at least the plastic bushings.
Maybe we can cut all these down to different sizes and glue them together side by side and make a Peruvian flute. You made a bunch of different sizes.
59.
Think about it. We could start a metal pipe Peruvian flute band, you and I.
$59.99 at your local Treadmill Heroes.
Yeah, you get the 3 CD set.
And then these all we're going to try and take off downwards because these are not deburred whatsoever. So what it's going to do if you take them off upwards is scar up the entire guide rod, which will do nothing but cause problems later.
Always make sure your pipe is deburred before you ram it up the top end of the pipe. Okay. All right, so far so good.
So now what we're going to do, we have these here. We have our sack of hardware. Pretty much all put in a pile there already. So this is the fun part. Gonna grab our 2 Allens over here.
And there again, if you're just tuning in, we're here at a phenomenal fitness center here at Elevate Condos, Elevate Living here in Coralville, Iowa. We got full setup a couple years ago with brand new True Palladium strength, cardio on the other side. Yeah, you can even walk over there and hear us. So yeah, you're going to see a lot of wonderful cardio from True and Octane.
So then back here, you have to pull this out. And there's this really well-placed Allen key made out of the absolute softest metal you can make an Allen key at, or you can make an Allen
Paper mache Allen key.
Paper mache Allen keys.
So now what?
We have to take that Allen all the way out to get this shaft to go back in there.
Oh, okay. So that's got to come all the way out.
Yep.
That's not an easy thing to get to.
Nope, because it's spring-loaded and it'll always pull its way back.
All right, well, I'll fiddle fart around with that, and then I'll call you back over here when the time is right. This is really stupid. Oh, boy, yeah, you want to make sure your Allen wrench is in there all the way. You round that out, and you're in trouble.
Big trouble.
That's all one bolt that goes all the way through there?
Yes, sir.
That's
made out of the softest metal.
That is so stupid. There's got to be a. I can't get to that from the backside.
Nope. You can try. And if you find out how to get to it from the backside, let me know.
How hard is it to take the front shroud off?
You have to take off the whole entire top, all the rubber and all the plastic, and then there's these 4 screws that go into nylon locking
All
nuts.
right, I believe you.
Yep.
I want to go home. I just got here. I don't want to be here anymore. All right. Well, so I'll sit here. Oh, this is terrible. What are we doing, folks? What are we doing? Little tiny nimble. And it's not like it gets looser as it comes out farther.
Usually not.
So it's not like I can just get in there with my fingies and unthread it. This little set screw goes all the way through this shaft. And it's barely on the inside now. I'm sure if I had a whatever size Allen wrench this is. I'm so glad I'm here to help you, Data.
I'm glad you're here to help me too.
How many of these we got left? 3 counting this one?
Just 3, but these are the worst.
Oh. Thanks for eating the dessert before I got here. So you could save the vegetables for us to split.
Well,
you could have saved a little dessert.
Well, I'll take care of this one. It's already broken.
Oh, so one is actually broke.
Yes.
Yeah, so, well, show that.
Yeah, look at
the web.
Yeah, just there is no way this thing is going to pull out of there. It's completely rounded out. And the plastic has been expanded to the point that you can't get that out of the housing. So we're going to try and get it out of the housing.
Did you bring your Sawzall?
No, but I brought a small mallet.
A small motivator.
Yes, a very small motivator. Only a 3-pound.
I'm still working on this little tiny screw here. Oh. Boy. And it makes it even more sucky that you got to hold on to this spring-loaded pin. Good thing I'm not arthritic yet.
Not yet, but you will be by the time you're done with that one.
Yeah. This is a very specialized repair here, guys. It ain't all about just squeaky drive motors or inclines motors that won't go up or broken cable. Like this is something here.
I will be right back. I'm going to go grab the 3-pound motivator.
Go grab a Sawzall. Don't forget you're mic'd up before you start.
Yep, it's all.
I'll take over.
Breathing under your, talking under your breath outside.
I may, last Friday, there may or may not be a video. Well, there's not video, but you can hear Danny go pee.
Oh yeah.
While
that's great.
While you're cranking out the treadmill. Oh, this is a door back. I didn't realize
Yeah,
that.
we built that room out too. Isn't that cool?
Oh yeah,
and look at the view.
Wow, this is a whole separate room.
Yeah, dude. We were really proud of this build out. We love this ownership. The facility itself is just great. So if you go to school at the University of Iowa, you should be living here. If you're not, you're missing out. Incredible amenities.
Incredible view. That's only a small room in the gym. Got Joe over here working away.
Oh, this is brutal.
And then, yeah, you come.
I feel like this spring is getting stronger.
Really nice gym. Is this campus apartments or?
No, we are off campus.
Okay, this is off campus.
We are definitely off campus.
I didn't go to college, so I don't know.
Well, you know what? There ain't nothing wrong with that, brother.
So,
Data, is there any way I can use that hammer on this
Nope.
step right here?
Nope.
Look, if I could just. Oh, you rat ass bastard, you. Well, and I'm almost to a point where it's so far out, the Allen wrench dang near rubs on the shroud. Listen to me complain, bitch. We'll get her though, buddy. I take a lot of comfort being on the job site with you, Commander Data. I know there's nothing we can't figure out. Unlike Parker figuring out that gimbal that's just been kicking his ass. Okay.
You're making that up.
Okay, it's in. Or it's out.
So when that happens, this is what happens. You see how that's all
Wallered out.
Yeah, it just gets stuck in there, and with the shaft in there, you can't pull this back out to adjust your weights.
All right, so now what? Should I pull this all the way out?
Yep, pull that all the way out, and then these are
Take the spring too?
Yep.
Okay, and now take the top off. Take this whole top part off. All right. Oh. A croissant wrench.
Yes.
Oh. Say we're going to loosen up the jam nut. Little fitness equipment terminology there. That's a jam nut. Oh. Oh, and it's extra special when the cable housing gets basically gummed up inside of this threaded bolt. So when you go turn this, it should turn around the cable. In this case, it's spinning the cable with it. And that ain't good. So I'm going to get a pair of pliers on that to try to hold the cable from spinning. Because this cable should sit inside of the hole here, and this should just spin around the housing of the cable. It's not. It's gripping the cable. Well, this cable is so thick, you're never going to be able to twist it a bunch of times to get this threading out. So
I can hold that cable down for you, actually. You don't need
oh. Or you just have Commander Data with his freaking crazy gorilla grip strength.
Joe is the boss, by the way, if you can tell.
Yeah, look at that. So now we can take the head of this guy off. I suppose you have a long extension socket piece that'll fit in there, right?
Should be right there. I'm not sure that.
Already loaded up.
I think so. Is it the 4 or is that the...
This is a 3/16.
I ain't gonna do it.
That'll give us a roundy round there. Thank you. Man, this is even a snap-on socket wrench. Can I borrow this?
You can borrow it for the next few minutes.
Okay, I can't take it home with me though. No. $300 socket wrench here. I wouldn't feel comfortable borrowing it. I feel like something of this much value. Data, I'm not allowed to have super nice tools like this. I don't take care of my stuff the way I should.
Yeah, the bed of a truck is not a place I would leave something like that.
It's even got a fancy blue handle on it.
It does. The not gonna scar up everything you accidentally smack with it handle.
You know what? If you're hanging around here, don't hesitate to hit the subscribe button. We're really pushing hard at Treadmill Heroes to have some people somewhat interested in what we do. It's not always just fitness equipment repair. We do a lot of fun stuff around the shop. We do like a podcast live stream. We're talking about relevant stuff in and around the fitness industry. especially the fitness equipment industry, which, boy, that's a wild, wacky world when you really start to dive into it. It's a very big, small industry. Everybody knows everybody. Everybody takes turns working for everybody, it seems like, too, especially at the manufacturing level and especially on the sales end. It's like everybody just hops around and, well, hell, Data, that was just paper and take this thing off with, what is this? A 6? A 5?
It's 7:30 seconds. There you are.
Oh. So now we're going to switch from metric to standard again, which is always kind of a cute trick. But it'll be no match for Commander Data's snap-on socket wrench here. Boy, this thing glides.
It does.
Boy, this thing's like butter, dude. Sure I can't borrow this for the weekend?
No, no. You can, I'll send you a link to my catalog. You can get a small discount.
Hey, Alex. How you doing, pal? Right now you're watching us work. Did
You
he?
said you're beautiful.
Oh, well. Buy me a beer then. And put your money where your mouth is. It's fine. So we're doing a rework here on a couple weight stacks on some True Fitness equipment. On the little, if you've ever used a piece of selectorized equipment, you turn the knob to give you like an extra 5 pounds or 2.5 pounds or whatever without actually going down to the next plate. What we're doing is a rework on that to where the mechanism on the original setup here has gone bad. True recognized some flaws in that, so they upgraded the whole system to a whole new kit. So that involves reworking every stack here and putting the new stuff on. Okay, Data, I got this top piece off.
All right, that's just trash now.
All of this is trash except the hardware.
Nope, even the hardware.
Even They
They
even
send you
sent us
that
new
too.
nuts and new bolts, huh?
They did.
Wow.
Might want to actually save one of the small guys though. One small 4mm.
All right.
We can actually just put the weight stack pin back on now if you got that back there.
This
Yep.
just sticking back in. Oh,
And
down
just
there.
Put that right there and
Okay, you say so. Why don't we just omit all of the weight add-ons anyway? Say, there you go. We fixed the problem. We just took them off. Snug, not super tight. Just snug. Don't get crazy here on that. It's a little bolt. You want to act like He-Man? Do it with a big bolt, not a little one. Okay, so I can get rid of all this goobly gunk.
Yep, all of it.
Okay, throw this in the hardware bin over at the fitness graveyard. If you're looking for fitness equipment parts to solve your problems, go to fitnessgraveyard.com. That's our sister company, new and used fitness parts. All brands, all types. Not saying we've got all parts, but we've got a lot of parts. So, okay. Now what?
So next, we just got to wipe off that top plate, make sure there's no junk anywhere.
Okay. A little help from our friends over at Bounty. All right.
Put that on there.
Does the pin point out?
Pin points in.
So it goes like this.
Yep.
And you got new hardware then?
Let's see. I do have a new hardware bag. Did I already put it over here?
Wow, look at that. How about I just use the old hardware? Or you don't want to do
there
that?
it is,
No,
new
let's not do
hardware.
the data. I'm not using the old hardware. I don't care what
Nope.
you say. I'm using the new hardware.
Good. They gave it to us. We're going to use it.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, damn it. I kind of like this where Data just hands me the tool and hands me. I feel like I'm a student in your class right now. All right, now put this one in. I'm only getting handed one at a time, too. Thank you. Now, this is where you get your heavy-duty impact gun out. turn the torque setting up as high as possible. Don't double check to make sure that the screws are not cross-threaded, and just ram them home. Isn't that what a lot of people do, Data?
That is what a lot of people do.
Sadly,
Just bought a used treadmill yesterday. Thank you for your video on buying a used one. It was super helpful.
what'd you buy? What brand? What'd you get?
Ice Tom Latte is the name.
Hey, Ice Tom Latte, what kind of used treadmill did you just buy the other day? Hopefully, a decent one. I'd be curious if Ice Tom Latte responds to the brand that he picked up. Yeah, speaking of that, when you buy a used, especially a used treadmill, Data, what would be the number one thing you would tell somebody before they go buy a used treadmill from somebody, from some Yahoo off Yahoo?
Always ask if you can just use it first. What you're looking for when you use or when you walk on a used treadmill, you want to look for things such as when you walk on it, does it bog down? If so, no deal.
No deal.
No deal. A lot of those treadmills have been sitting in storage units or sitting in somebody's basement for years. And sitting is actually just as bad, almost just as bad as not doing the maintenance to it when you're using it. You'll have dried out drive belts, dried out running belts, cracks all over the place.
Treadmill Pro Form Pro 2000.
Well, Ice Tom Latte, as they say in what was that movie? Taken. Good luck. I'm sure it's just fine. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure if you ran through all the checkpoints, I'm sure it'll be. It's fine. You'll be fine. You'll be just fine. Data, can I put the cable back in here?
Yep, put that back in there.
Put that sandwich back in there. Get that thing down in there. And so we're going to get this down here. And listen, if you own a home gym at your house, any piece of exercise equipment that has a weight stack attached to a cable, look and see if you have a jam nut on there. This right here, we're jamming, baby. Jam nut. A common thing, a very common thing is people, when they either put this together or the winger dingers who came to assemble it for you, they didn't tighten up the jam nut. And over time, this top bolt just starts to wiggle and it starts to make its way out. And then before you know it, you'll be doing lat pull downs on Father's Day, and that cable will come loose, and then wouldn't you know it, you're going to be barbecuing with a broken nose. So please.
Ice Tom Latte said, I know it's not the best. It was in a nice neighborhood. It checked out.
Yeah. I don't know, Tom, what the neighborhood had to do with it. But I'm sure they were nice people. I'm sure it's fine. Like I said, it's fine. If it checks out, it's fine. If you feel like it's running fine. And you know what? If you need something, if you need parts, give us a holler.
Those are old numbers and addresses.
Yeah. Yeah, this fitness room is powered by your friends at Treadmill Heroes. Okay, so yeah, we got the jam nut nice and tight there. Is it gilded rod time, Data?
It is gilded rod time.
Okay, so we're gonna put. So are all 4 of the rod sleeves the same size at this point?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So we're gonna go here and here. And do we have a washer on the top and bottom?
No, we have washers just on the very top underneath where the weights go.
Okay, so we're gonna go rod, sleeve, in, and then a washer on top.
Yep.
Like so. Chacow. Rod, sleeve, and washer. So I got to put all 4 of them on right now, right?
Just two.
The two back or the front?
So what we need is just the two on the left hand or on the right hand side looking at it.
Is this your company's gym area? Look at this.
No, so Treadmill Heroes, we supply fitness equipment and we service fitness equipment. So we sell it and we service it. This happens to be a multi-housing facility. I made it sound like a prison. This is like a really nice complex, a really nice, these are like condos and apartments in Coralville, Iowa. They bought all their equipment from us and we're just doing some maintenance upgrades to some of their stuff. Okay, so bang. Oh, just like this.
Just like that.
Boy, look at this fancy new add-on here. So what we're doing right now is we're putting some weight stack add-ons on. So if the user doesn't want to go up by 10 pounds or 15 pounds at a time, whatever each plate is, they can grab these with this pin. And now this weight will go up and down. And this is about a, what is this? A 2.5 pound, probably little weight add-on. Same thing on the other side, Data.
Yep, same thing.
Rinse and repeat.
It looks like it's 5 or 10 pounds.
5 or 10. So then the stacks must be 15 pounds each. Each weight plate is 15 pounds. So now you can go up by 5 pounds at a time if you'd like. Okay. So these are just the spacers that sit underneath of the weight stack add-on. So that'll allow this pin to grab those hooks. Data, if you were to buy a used treadmill online, like on, say, Facebook Marketplace, what brands would stick out to you that you would feel would be a good one to buy, that would be a reliable brand based on your service knowledge and expertise?
So I would probably have to go with Precor. There's plenty of those. That's kind of like a light commercial, heavy residential treadmill, but the things last almost forever. Of course, make sure you can find parts for it still first. You can always call the number on the backs of the treadmills and ask if they still have parts available for your serial number. But as long as they have parts available for that, I would probably go with a Precor.
Wow, look at you. Precor better send you a check.
I guess. I'd take
They
a
better
check
send
from
you a
Precor.
gift card or something.
At least a birthday card.
Yeah. Data, so I can just put the top cap back on and the hardware back on and we're set, baby.
That's it.
That's all she wrote.
That's all she wrote.
You made a really, really good point there when you said making sure parts are still available. On average, fitness equipment companies keep replacement parts in stock for around 7 years max after that last model rolls off the line. So, depends on how many parts are needed after the fact. But just because the company itself is still in business doesn't mean they support the specific model that you have anymore. Planned obsolescence. It's a real thing, folks. So, yes, make sure you can still get parts for whatever piece that you buy. That's probably the number one question we get asked when we're selling a used piece of equipment or a reconditioned piece of equipment to a customer. Are parts still available? And that is a valid question. We always check that first. So if we get in some used, say we get in a few used treadmills, right? And they're in good shape and we want to fix them up and resell them. If we know parts are getting pretty scarce, we're not going to put those back out into the wild because it's going to haunt us later. It's going to be our nightmare. Someone's going to call us in a year, need some parts. No one's got a crystal ball, especially when it comes to selling used equipment. And then if parts are not available, well, that sucks for everybody. So we at least like to make an effort to find out if parts are available. Okay, so look, here's how this works. Just look at it right there. So without any weight add-on, like when your stack is going up and down, it's just going to go up and down. Right like that with whatever you put the pin on the front. But let's say you want to add 5 pounds, click that over to that side right there. And then it's going to lift that add-on up with it. So that's the 5-pound add-on or the 10-pound add-on. And it'll pick up both of them. Well, isn't that neater than a mosquito's tweeter? So now we just put the cover back on and we move on to the next one. And that was a lot more difficult than it looked. So for anybody thinking that anyone named Joe can do this, they'd be wrong. I got to imagine there's at least one Joe out there that's dumber than I am that wouldn't be able to handle this. Maybe two. Wow. You know what? I was calling these shrouds stupid before. These actually are pretty nice shrouds. Like that was slick. Whoop. Hopefully True Fitness isn't watching this video, because when we turn in the warranty claim for doing this work, we're going to tell them it was a real ball buster. We got to splash some water on our face like we're sweating. And all right, so now this is all junk.
All of that.
That is all junk now. All scrap metal. I'm just glad I didn't have to put that little set screw back in. Okay, so we got to move this one out, right?
Yep.
Oh,
That should be good. One I'm not looking forward to is right here.
yeah, that's going to blow to move that thing. That thing weighs 487,000 pounds. Hey, can I take this back shroud off of this one? Since I know how to do it now. Look at that. Should we move that one and then we can work in tandem? Since I know what I'm doing here on this now.
That'll do it.
Okay. Okay, leg press. Oh, man. Oh, all right. Let me just try to get this side first. Oh, okay. Grab that. 1, 2, up. Oh, and up. Okay.
That's good. I can get it from there.
Get her from there. Man, that was heavier than the Rock of Gibraltar. Is that how they say it, right? The Rock of Gibraltar? Is that a biblical rock, Parker? The Rock of Gibraltar? I don't know. I've heard my dad reference the Rock of Gibraltar. I wonder if that's where that comes from. I don't know, but any rock from Gibraltar seems heavy. Throw all of our trash away here and get started on the next one. Dude, I'm telling you, let's keep all these pipes and make a flute. If anybody needs some plastic washers, they're on sale now at the fitness graveyard.
Oh, it's the balancing rock.
The balancing rock? Is it from the Bible? No.
That thing.
Oh. Did I say it right? Or how do you say it? It's not Gibraltar, is it? Gibraltar, not Gibraltar. Gibraltar.
At least when I look up rock,
Where's that located?
Oh, here we go. Man, I'll hook it all up for a flat rate.
What'd the guy say?
Addy, boss man, I'll hook it all up for you at a flat rate.
Hook what up?
Go
Oh,
fitness.
like fix all of this for us?
Yeah.
Okay, well, get your butt to Iowa. Get your butt to Iowa. We'll pay you $30-40 a day and feed you some sandwich triangles at lunch. Be happy to do that, right, Dade? I make some good sandwich triangles, don't I?
Pretty good angles.
For whatever reason, a sandwich triangle tastes better than a sandwich cut in half without any pointies.
Well, yeah, because that.
I don't know. Now we're getting pretty specific here.
Don't want a sandwich rectangle.
No, a sandwich rectangle would be pretty dumb. Did you take my little bitty Allen wrench?
I might have. I did.
Huh. Okay.
You won't need the
Worse.
you won't need the little itty bitty Allen wrench though.
I don't need it on this one?
No, I already took it out.
Oh.
Yeah, well, you were getting that one out.
Oh boy, here we go. We're talking about Illuminati on the thread, trying to get us banned.
Oh boy.
Come on, man. I mean, I hear you, but not everybody can make that kind of content. I mean, let's leave that up to the professionals. I'd rather keep our content slow and steady. You get me going on that stuff, and then I get all wound up. My blood pressure gets up. Start to sweat. I get breast sweat going, and then I have a salt ring on my black t-shirt. Nobody wants any of that. Ain't nobody want to see that. It's like that one meme. Ain't nobody got time for that. Which, make sure you're following Treadmill Heroes. We're going to be dropping some clips from this past weekend that are just going to be tremendously funny. We took a 22-pound beer mug to a trade show and handed out free beer and let guys try and chug the beer mug with one hand, and where they got their asses handed to them. Boy, it was not exactly a display of manliness and power this weekend. Well, it was at a marathon trade show. And so at the marathon trade show, it was, you had a lot of marathoners there, not necessarily not a lot of lumberjacks. We had a couple lumberjacks. Oh, yeah, dude. Somebody needs to help Brian. Wait till you see poor Brian doing the beer mug chug challenge.
7:30 on TikTok and sooner on YouTube. 3 or 4.
Yeah, so follow your pals at Treadmill Heroes on all the socials. We got to get serious about our X account and some of these other ones.
Yeah, that one.
We suck at that. We gotta get better.
Yeah, because
We gotta do better.
that'd be because we can just start tweeting from the car ride.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think about.
Oh, dude, yeah. I mean, you should be like
Yeah.
saying, "Hey, Joe, tell me something funny," and then we can tweet it out, or we X it out. Whatever do you say, X it out or tweet it out?
I still say Twitter all the time on that.
Okay, well, data says to pull the shafts from the bottom, not the top. Keep the non-bored pipes here from scarring up the, man, the thing. The thing. Ooh, that one's really on there. Poor fella. Use 3-in-1 oil on your guide rods, guys. Quit spraying WD-40 everywhere. Don't be an idiot. That doesn't lubricate anything. Dries it out. Gets me very upset when I hear people are using WD-40 on their guide rods. So stop it. Stop it right now. Can I borrow your snap-on socket wrench again?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, now we got to take this top piece off again. Boy, that's nice. Seriously, how much was this socket wrench? Just this one ratchet wrench, how much was it?
I got that for, I think, 180. It was only 180.
Oh, that's so dumb. That's what?
Big daughter working.
What's that? Is that a username?
No, that he
Big
called
d-
you a big daughter.
A big daughter?
Yeah,
Well, that's fine.
Marcus.
It's ma'am. Where's the extension at?
The extension.
Can I have an extension? I can't get in there without an extension.
Here you go. Here's your extension.
Thank you. Big daughter power. Yeah, probably.
Did you see what that one comment said to Landon at the marathon?
No.
It was, I sent his name in tones, and then he just types, Landon likes to eat corn the long way.
Yeah, he does. Yes, he does. In one bite, you can suck her right off the cob. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
He likes to leave keys in the box.
Oh man.
Take keys out of the box.
Yeah, Data, did you hear about that? So we had to do a double header at the Quad City Marathon this weekend with the trade show booth and the live stream and all that. So we needed the box truck both days. Well, Landon drove the box truck back to my house. I drove my regular car back to the house, and then I was going to take the box truck the next morning at 5 a.m. to head over, and Landon wasn't going to do shit that day. And I go out to the box truck at 5:15, no keys. He had stuck them in his pocket when he left the day before. So I'm texting him. His phone's off. We're in do not disturb land. 5 in the morning. So finally he responded back later that morning. And to Landon's credit, he came right over and he made it right. He made it right. Yeah. Yes, he was. In his tightest polo shirt that he owns. He was dressed for church. I'm taking this now.
That's all right.
Do you need this right this second?
I'll go grab another one if I need it.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, let me have all the tools. You do something else. So this is a weight stack add-on deal here from our friends at True Fitness. And I say our friends because we sell their stuff. But they make good stuff. That's why we sell it. And I would say, okay, Data, let me ask you, and don't BS anybody here.
All right.
Of the fitness equipment manufacturers out there, when it comes to in-field technical support, when you call in and say, hey, I'm working on something you made, and now it's broke, and I need some assistance, who's one of the best companies to call in the fitness industry?
Oh, 100% true. So usually, I can even have parts for that equipment on the way before I even leave the customer's house, which this day and age is absolutely unheard of.
Yeah, that's preposterous. Who does that? Tell me more. Tell me more why you like fitness on the back end of the sale.
Well, they're commercial equipment. I mean, commercial. But it's some of the most rock solid equipment there is. A lot of other equipment, we go to places to do PMs, and we're already quoting belts, decks, drive belts, and
Whistles and horns.
The
Yeah.
works.
The whole kit and caboodle, as they say. What is a kit and caboodle, by the way?
That is a good question for Google.
So there used to be a thrift store in Wilton, Iowa, when I was growing up, called the Kit and Caboodle, and it was just like a bunch of junk. But they had a closet along the side, and they had a bunch of nudie magazines in there and like smut books. And there was always just some like old lady working in there. And so when we were kids, we'd ride our bikes down to the Kit and Caboodle, and we'd thumb through all the nudie magazines and giggle and laugh. And no one was the wiser. It's probably why I'm such a sick bastard these days. But, you know. Okay, I'm going to see if I can remember how to do this without your help, Data.
All right.
Okay, I'm going to start with the knob. I don't even have Grandpa's pocket knife on me right now. I suck. I tell you what, if you're walking around and you use tools at all during the day, I don't care what you do. If you don't have a pocket knife in your pocket, you suck. And I suck right now because I forgot my pocket knife at home. So if you're in the same boat, well, you suck too. Yeah, I mean it.
So close.
Oh, we're almost to 9,800 subscribers. But I'm not gonna hop around. I'm not gonna be yelling and screaming. Oh, come on, guys, you smash that button. Smash that subscribe button. I'm not going to do it. We're not going to be hoary about this. I refuse to get hoary. There's a lot of hoariness out there in social media these days, and we're just going to be authentically ourselves. We're not going to be... Yes. Yeah, we're not going to be sitting here jumping on the trend train. We're not going to be doing all that goofiness. That's goofy. That's not real. Just a bunch of jicky jacking around. We're going to show you guys real stuff with real people doing real things. I know it looks like it, but I'm not a hologram. I'm not AI. I'm a real person. I know it looks like I could have been computer generated based on my proportions and my personality and my looks. But this is just what God gave me to work with. So thank you. So thank you, God. Very grateful. Could have turned out a lot worse for me. But I've got good-looking parents, and good-looking bloodline. So, you know, Data, I don't love your rule of using the brand new hardware. I mean, especially since I had the old stuff just sitting right here. I could have easily threaded back in, but I don't want to upset you. I don't want to cause problems. You're the team lead today. So, but back to what you were saying, I would have to 100% agree that when it comes to after the sale support, True Fitness is the best in the industry. And if there's anyone from True Fitness watching this, especially the brass, you know, the guys that wear the blazers to the trade shows, the guys that are, you know, in charge of taking your top dealers out for cocktails and strip clubs and all that stuff, understand something. If you mess with the recipe of your call center people and your tech support people, then everything goes to piss after that very quickly. So I've heard rumblings about people restructuring their call centers and changing up their customer support stuff and going to more AI type troubleshooting. I'm telling you, keep the real people on the real phone as long as you can, because there's still real people out here in the field that are wrenching on this stuff with real problems, and they want to talk to a real person. So please integrate AI into all the other aspects of your business for all I care. But when it comes to customer service and support, keep the real people on the phone, man. Yeah. That's no lie. Pretty passionate about that. It is funny you say that, Data, because like when you call a lot of the manufacturers and you're like, hey, I'm working on this and I've got this issue, they're like, okay, well, let me pull up a schematic and a spreadsheet and kind of see what you're talking about here.
Oh, and they want like 30 pictures
They
and
want
videos.
yeah. They want you to hire Steven Spielberg to film a full feature-length video to send in the issue, and then they can help you. It's like, no, just let's work through it over the phone.
And it could be something like a physically broken, like plastic broken or a frame bent out of the box. You can tell them that the frame's bent and they still want the dozens of pictures and videos, and
It's ridiculous. It's almost ridiculous. It's so dumb. It's beyond ridiculous. It's ridiculous. But when you call True Fitness, more often than not, you tell them the issue and what you're working on. The guy's like, oh, you know what? What you ought to do is you ought to check this, this, and this. 3 months ago, we had a guy call in and he had a similar issue, you know, and they just know it right off the top of their head. But you freaking brass at these manufacturers, you're important. Don't get me wrong. You need leadership, but don't mess with the call center people. Don't mess with the tech support people. That is your backbone. I heard one guy once, get this, Data. I was at a trade show and I was talking to some higher up at a manufacturer, and we were talking about service. And he's like, yeah, well, service is kind of the redheaded stepchild, you know? And I'm like, what do you mean? What do you mean the redheaded stepchild, you fool?
well,
Like you need service, you need good people in the call center. Like that should be your number one priority, is how do we take care of our customers after they invest in our product? But no, everyone's like, well, how can we get them to invest more and more frequently?
well, and that's just the thing. They look at it. They look at the money going out through service, and they, well, we
Yeah.
don't need all that, do we?
Yeah, look at all the money we're spending on warranty claims and parts and everything else. I'm telling you, it pales in comparison to the amount of money you're going to lose. Oh, I didn't put the fingers on the thing. It pales in comparison to the amount of money you're going to lose by lost customers. Homes. Okay. Now you're getting me all upset, Data. I was in a good mood before I came here, and then you got me talking about
Warranty
manufacturers and how they're cutting heads off in the call centers and scaling back on the tech support guys. You know, if you still have people with knowledge and they're willing to share that knowledge all day on the phone, you know how much patience it takes to like troubleshoot stuff over the phone all day? Like that takes a lot of patience. I ain't got it. I'm good for like a call every once in a while. I'm happy to help out, but thankfully we got people like Jerry and Megan at Treadmill Heroes that when you call in, whether it be to Treadmill Heroes or the Fitness Graveyard, they can help you with your ailment. And if we can't help you, we're pretty good at pretending we're sorry. Because we at least want you to know you have a voice and you're being heard, and we actually are trying to help you. We do care. Are you still screwing around with all those Honda Gold Wings?
No, not anymore. Not anymore.
You learned your lesson the hard way there. At one, because weren't you like scooping up Honda Gold Wings and trying to build one good one out of a bunch of crappy ones?
No, that was actually a guy who bought one that I had. What I was trying to do is I wanted to get a Honda Goldwing motor and put it on something like a go-kart.
Oh, that'd be a cool way to die.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Tell more.
Yeah, that's pretty much
That was
all
it.
it is. But that never ended up happening. It's probably for the best, though.
I would say so. I would say somebody had your best interest in mind when that didn't work out. Okay. Got another hook one, a little hook weight here. Oh, baby. Anybody's watching this. If any of you 11 viewers currently have any questions about fitness equipment in general, as opposed to just using this video as a chat forum to conduct illegal activity, I'd be happy to answer for you, or just continue on with your business. That's fine. Your chats help the algorithm anyway. So maybe you're in Serbia right now and you're looking for guidance on what piece of equipment to buy for your home. We could help you with that. Okay, moving on to the top plate again already. Man, Data, I'm so glad I was running late today and you were able to get a bunch of these already done. But it just goes to show, though, there's nothing we can't do if we put our mind to it, right, Data?
That's right. Do what you can.
Are you waiting on me?
Yeah, I'm done.
Oh,
What's your favorite machine? Nice Tom Latte still here.
Iced Tom Latte hanging out. Hey, thanks, man. Hanging in there. That's very nice. That helps when we have people that view for a consistent amount of time. But my favorite piece of equipment, well, I will tell you the one that freaking kicked my ass this morning. I did a Jacob's ladder for 20 minutes this morning, and that smoked me. That was tough. If you've never used a Jacob's ladder, where in the hell is that Allen wrench I need for this top one here? You probably ran off with, I bet it's right here. Sorry, before I get too accusatory, Data. But yeah, if you've never used a Jacob's ladder before, find a gym in your area that's got one. That thing will beat your ass. It's great. I when it comes to cardio, I would say my favorite thing to use is the Stairmaster step mill, where it's like the reverse escalator that you walk up and down. But you don't walk down it, you walk up. And then if I had to build a gym out of fitness equipment from the past, strength equipment, I would absolutely build it out with all Body Masters equipment. The Body Master stuff is, it's no more, but the stuff that's still out there, the surviving stuff, it's still great. So Body Masters would be the brand as far as the strength. If I had a bunch of money right now and I wanted to fill up like a modern building full of equipment and make my own private gym, that's tough. Because I hate to say the brand.
Oh yeah, Body Master.
Oh yeah, the Body Master stuff is like the old school, but it's still very relevant today, that stuff.
I've seen some of them.
Boop. Boop. You know what's going to happen is somebody's going to turn this dial off to the side here like that, and the user's not going to even realize it's engaged. So they're just going to be doing something that's 10 pounds heavier than what the stack says. Yeah, where you just don't realize it's engaged. But I do like this here. They even put a magnet right here. So that's what's holding this in the center there, keeping it from wiggling around. It's pretty tough. Boop, boop. Okay. I think we got her, guys. So how many units did we just do, Data?
9 units.
9 units. All the Palladium strength. Yeah, and also if you're like a YMCA, get off your high horse thinking you need to only buy matrix strength equipment or Precor for that matter, or Life Fitness. You don't have to go with those 3. True Fitness makes some of the best quality commercial grade fitness equipment in the biz. Oh no, I forgot to put that under that. Oh no, I just got to, I got to get in there now. And I got to find one of those screws I threw in here. Do you have a little bitty guy, Data? sitting
Yeah, I
around
got
yet?
one right here.
Okay. Now, I forgot to attach the top of the springy lanyard thing to the top of the stack for the weight pin. All the bush leaguers out there, they just take a piece of side cutters and snip that off and just have a free floating pin. I would never do that, especially while on camera. I would never do that. So we're going to attach this. If I'll tell you what, I'll hold it. Did you get it in there, big man? Oh, you did. Look at that. Okay, now we're going to put the shroud on, which shroud itself is a funny word. I believe shroud originated as penile skin. Is also a term for shroud.
Actually?
Yeah, I think a shroud is. Yeah, let's ask Alfred here. No, I think it's pronounced shroud. Let's ask my chat GPT, my buddy Alfred. Hey, Alfred, is shroud a term for like something to do with genitalia?
Now, right, Chief. Alfred it is. So, yeah, the term shroud can have a bunch of meanings, but it isn't typically used in relation to genitalia. Usually, shroud just means something that covers or conceals something else, like a cloth covering or something that envelops. So, unless we're talking about some really obscure usage, it's not a term you commonly
Are
hear
you
in that
serious? Like shroud is not in the dictionary that has anything to do with genitalia?
No, right. So, foreskin is the term that refers to that specific piece of genital anatomy. Basically, the fold of skin covering the head of the penis. That's the standard anatomical word for it. Shroud definitely the right foreskin is your guy.
Yeah.
Foreskin is your guy.
Yeah.
Nice.
I was wrong. I stand corrected. Data, can you believe that? I was wrong. I don't believe Chat GPT. I think I'm right.
I think all of this AI.
This AI is making us so stupid. It's not making us smarter. It's making us dumber. Like, if I really wanted to solve that, go to the library, find a dictionary, look it up. We're so lazy and stupid. And we're only getting lazier and stupider. I hate to say it, but I ain't lying. I swear I've seen that somewhere, though. I think Alfred's full of crap, man. Data, do you like how I have Alfred saying "all right"?
It's pretty all right.
That's your saying. I would like call Data and be like, "Hey, Data, can you do this for me?" Like, "All right." And I just got such a kick out of that. I had my Chat GPT guy say, "All right." All right.
Oh yeah,
You want to do some humping?
I guess.
Oh yeah. Is that about right? Do we need to hump that?
Yeah, I think this side's got to get
That needs
humped
to get
over a little bit.
Little humpy hump over. Oh, there you go.
There we go. Now I'm here permanently.
Yeah, watch your toes. Watch your tootsies. Dude, I thought this was going to be kind of a ball buster. I didn't know it was going to be like.
It was a little bit of one.
Yeah, I suppose to get started with the first one or two probably sucked.
But yeah, these three against the wall are definitely the worst.
Just because we had to move them?
Yeah, that's it.
Don't forget. Right there, baby. That's where it's at. That's us, by the way. Eh? Oh, eh? Eh? No, not to show off there. Just... All right, well, I guess we're going to pack up. We're going to ship out. We're going to head back to Wilton. We're going to head back to the shop. Maybe we'll go back on a live stream after that. Maybe we won't. The only way you're going to find out is if you subscribe to this freaking channel. And give us a heart every once in a while, or thumb us or something. Give us some thumbing. And we might thumb you back. So, all right, guys. Well, remember, that's Commander Data. And I'm Joe for what it's worth. And remember, don't just be super. Be super.